Welcome to the expanding D-Lab Electronics. First step of the expansion is complete. The Global Industrial Workbench has arrived. It measures 8 feet by 30 inches deep by 35 inches high. I just completed the build this morning. And it's a good thing because guess what came in at noon sharp? Yep, you guessed it, another Johnson Valiant. This one came out of Detroit from W8DU. So another Valiant to go up on the new workbench. So there is a story behind this workbench that I want to share with you guys. It was not exactly a complete Global Industrial kit. Most of the components are from Global Industrial, but it was actually piece parted together from several sources. Let me explain. Well, I'm sure that you've seen in my videos that I have this model Global Industrial bench in the main shop. I purchased it about 10 years ago and it served me well. I'm a big fan of Global Industrial. Initially though, I was not happy due to shipping damage. When it came in, this upper frame was bent and the wood top had some big gouges in it. So I contacted Global and they replaced the components properly, and ever since then it's been a great bench. I have no complaints. So I was planning to order another until I saw this price, and on top of that freight was $325. So I thought I need a more economical solution. So I was able to repair the frame, but I needed to locate a new top and legs. So let me take you back to the bench and I'll show you what my solution was. Alright, so as I stated, only the upper frame is original, but I wanted to utilize that because I wanted to duplicate the benches I had in the shop, which were 8 feet by 30 inches. So that was a good start. I just needed the table and legs. So the legs actually came from Global Industrial. They sell these generic kits for 30-inch benches. Okay, they don't come in pairs. You got to buy them individually. Then the tabletop I was actually able to locate locally, which was very cool, a shop up in Charlotte called Johnson's Workbench. Hey, it's going to have Johnson transmitters on it. These guys are really cool. They delivered it the next day and there's not a scratch on it. So I'm very impressed with their service. Now let's climb underneath the bench and I'll show you guys the framework. Okay, workbench tour time. We're going to go underneath and I'll show you what I had to do to get this thing together. Of course you can see the blue frame with the gray leg kit. And what I had to do was actually change the dimension of the leg kit because the blue rails were only 27 across and of course the upper frame was 30. So I had to do a little bit of cutting there. I also added the center support. The original kit did not have that, but I had some metal left over and I thought it would be a good idea, especially for the amount of weight that I was going to put on this thing. Then on the rear side I had this piece of metal left over. This was actually a bin hanger that came with my original bench. I cut that down to make the rear brace to steady up the legs. This thing is really solid. It's going to be a great bench for working on boat anchors. It's transfer time. I got to take these Valiants and put them up on the new Johnson workbench and get this flimsy plastic table out of here. Okay, load test time for the Johnson workbench. We've got 3 Valiants and a Ranger, not a peep or a creak from the bench. It's ready for action. Next step, lighting. I plan to use the Eaton industrial lights that are LED type, same as what I have in the shop. Thank you everybody for your continuing support of my shop efforts. I know that this is what I need to do. I need to take this leap of faith, expand the shop, and see where it takes me.